Hello, everybody. Welcome to my November writing update. Well, that was a short little intro. My name is Alex Jagir. This is my November writing update, and I'm just going to be talking a little bit about what to expect for November, December, the couple months to come, where I'm at with my books, and to fill you in on just where everything is. So let's talk about breaking first. My first book will be releasing shortly. I wanted to release it in December. I think it'll probably be sometime around mid January. I don't have a specific date yet on when it'll release, but it will be in January sometime, unless there's some unforeseen hiccups that come in the way, which could happen. I hope it doesn't, but I will keep everyone informed if anything changes. The final edits will be done before the end of November. So I'll have all of my notes back from my core readers. I'm already going through and making some not huge altering changes from some submissions already, but going through and rewriting some parts, changing a couple things, how just how the characters interact, some decisions they make, making the book flow a little bit smoother. So just changes that need to make it in as good a state as it needs to be for you to enjoy, and for me to enjoy whenever I decide to read it again sometime down the road. My website is being worked on by my good pal Steve Schramm, his team over at North Mac Services. Uh, they just do an excellent job. They did my website. Go ahead and check it out in its current state,jalexgear.com. It might be changed by the time you watch this and have a whole bunch of new content involved, but they're going to be implementing changes just so you can see the different formats of my book that you can buy it in, which I'll talk about in a future episode. Just updating it, adding a store to it so you can purchase right through there and I can ship it directly to you. So they're working on that. So that's being updated. And for my December writing update, I hope to have the pre-order button all set to go on my books, and I'll be able to cover them, the different formats for my book, how you can order it. So really, really excited about that. If it gets done beforehand, I might make a special podcast kind of announcing it, but that's the plan anyway. So book one, right around the corner. Really excited to get it into your hands. Really excited for you to enjoy it. Book two, the first draft for book two is alive and well. Actually, it's going very well. So I'm about 30,000 words into the first draft. And I've talked a little bit about in the past how I write my first draft. Honestly, and things change over time, I probably have to kind of redo that. I'm sure I do things differently than what I did even just 6 months ago. But 30,000 words in, it'll be about the same size as this book, but right around 100,000 words, give or take. And I'm excited about this one. Writing about 10,000 words a week, so I should have it done by the end of the year. This one very much is epic fantasy, as will be all my books. But this one is definitely has a different tone than my first book, Breaking. Doing some different things with it. Wrote a really fun scene today, so really, really excited for that and the work that I'm putting into it, and really excited for that to eventually come out sometime, probably middle of next year. Book 3, yes. So, thinking way ahead, book 3, I'm putting in the final touches to the outline, or I guess I'm in the middle of the outline. Um, I won't give anything. I can go down a rabbit hole talking about each of my books and how excited I am for them for different reasons. But book 3 will be, again, just another, epic scale adventure that you can, expect to find. I guess one thing I'll be able to say is in my first book, I, have my own race, the Fievni, or, um, they go by a few different, names in the book, but, yeah, anyway, in my third book, there will also be, another race that I make, and I'm really excited for this one. Very unique, very different, super excited for it. And then book 4, have not started book 4 yet. That would probably be too much to juggle having 4 at once. But book 4 is in my mind. I'm thinking about it, and starting in the springtime or so, I'll be outlining for that. I'm getting down some specific stuff on paper. So always planning ahead. I'm very much a planner. I'm an architect when it comes to writing. So when I sit down to write my first draft, I've already been thinking about the book for a year or two, and then a detailed outline tells me exactly where I want to go. So that's why book 2 is going pretty quickly, and then when I start with book 3, beginning of January, hopefully, I'll be able to hit the ground running and really make some good progress on that quickly as well. Never sacrificing though on the quality. I just enjoy writing, so writing quickly, writing a lot, but still providing the best quality and the best of myself that I can put into it. This podcast content. So I've recently been making more videos. I do intend for it to be a slow growth. I definitely I don't fall in line with clickbaity stuff or super um you know, just kind of clickbaity thumbnails. It's all relevant to epic fantasy, to my writing, and it is what you get. When you watch one of my episodes, it's not going to be too many flashy stuff or fancy things going on, or me making a controversial comment about a writer or anything. No, you're gonna get what you get. So, planning on slow growth, but I'm hoping that everyone that follows along is really dedicated, is really excited to read my books. So working on the content for YouTube. I'm planning on releasing a couple episodes a week about just certain topics, but then I'll also be integrating, at least for the next month or two, some map making. I make my own maps for my book, so I'll be uploading some videos on that, maybe providing some commentary for those. And then once my book releases, the great and wonderful Ryan Shukis is narrating my book, and so at least for the first few chapters, I will actually be listening and kind of breaking down some of the first few aspects of the beginning part of my book. So I think that'll be really fun. I'm excited about that. So if you have any suggestions on different content that you'd like to see or questions to ask that I can talk about, I'm definitely open to any material that you'd like to have discussed, and might be a good talking point or something for me to do. Well, that's it for this November writing update. A lot going on. But yes, book one, Breaking, coming out in January. I'm excited for you to read it. Please like this video if you haven't already. If you watch this all the way through, leave a comment and give me your thoughts, or just say, hey, great job. Any type of interaction with this video really helps me this early on get built up and get noticed, right? So liking the video, commenting, and if you're extremely generous, sharing it on any platform that you might be on. And if you don't want to, if you're a little bit shy, you don't want to leave a comment, but you want to get in touch with me, if you want to say something to me, I'm always up for a good conversation. You can go to my website, jalexjr.com, and fill out my contact form there. Well, that has been it. I appreciate you joining in, and I will see you next time.